Yo, what up? How's it going? So I was driving down the road doing some Uber trips, right? And Vincent Van Gogh popped into my mind. Starry Night. Everybody's seen the picture. And I was like, that picture reminds me of the personal luminaries. Like, why would it not? I mean, look at it. Like, they're all in the sky, right over the top of the hills. You see where it like goes into blackness? They're inside. So I started to do some research. And what do you know? So I don't look when you're going to do research, go for the horse's mouth. What Vincent Van Gogh said, nobody else. Because I originally went to not NeildeGrasseTysons. I'm sorry. I went to search StarryNight on YouTube and NeildeGrasseTysons came up. So we're going to react to this video as well. It's the significance behind Vincent Van Gogh by NeildeGrasseTysons, a pseudoscientist, metaphysicist, liar, fraud. So if you listen to him, you don't think for yourself. You regurgitate and you believe in a bunch of things you cannot test and repeat yourself. You're a part of this religion of bullshit. So anyway, let me go back to the Starry Night stuff. So through the iron barred window I can make out a square of wheat in an enclosure. So he's saying that it has some kind of dome over the top of it, like it's. So he wrote, above which in the morning I see the sunrise in its glory. The sunrise, right? Okay. Da, 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 da. Just wait, it's coming. And here we are. Why, I say to myself, should the spots of light in the firmament. You can't believe in outer space and the firmament, NeildeGrasseTysons, be less accessible to us than the black spots on the map of France. Just as we take the train to go to, I can't pronounce, Tarascon or Rouen, we take death to go to a star. He's an intelligent dude, huh? I've never really researched him at all. So I'm just looking for quotes, right? So he called it starry sky. Sky. They're in the sky. I see new pictures of Bernard. I'm fairly certain these two studies. We're kind of going over this together. So bear with me. I'm just reading this so you can read along. Sounds like he was under attack for painting something that would imply religious ideas when they were heavily pushing. So this was late 1800s, the Loeb. So that's what it kind of sounds like. He's trying to say, yeah. But he did mention the firmament earlier, so 10 Secrets of Starry Night, is there any more? See, I don't like it when they try to tell you facing east and the 21 asylums. I like when they try to tell you what to think, right? Very famous one. I don't see Starry Night. See, they try to focus on the tree, but I think the sky is what's the cosmos in his 2015 book. See, they try to always push it towards pseudoscience in one way or another. The morning star is Venus. I have made a video on that. So, man, I used to be so ignorant. I wouldn't even be able to understand half this stuff. That's a problem too. That, like, we're so uneducated that, like, if somebody show you something, it's so far from your reality to their reality. You can't. You're like, what are you showing me? I don't understand what I'm looking at. A picture of the night sky. So anyway, let's see what Neil deGrasse Tyson said. Sorry, I'm dragging this along.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
You know.
Oh, look at that.
A little bit of Starry Night there.
Yeah, you're really into that, huh?
Oh yeah, I got.
That's what's on your phone.
So you remembered, yeah.
They're really into the truth. And really into telling you lies. You see their faces and shit-eating grins?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the phone. Starry Night. You know what I like about Starry Night? It's not what Van Gogh saw that night. It's what he felt.
How do you know what he felt?
Because this is not a representation.
Because like Tesla said, you can tell the stars are connected. You can see and feel them just like we are connected. But you can't see it, but you can feel it.
Of reality.
Oh, okay.
And anything that deviates from reality is reality that has filtered through your senses. And I think art at its highest is exactly that. If this was an exact depiction of reality, it would be a photograph, and I don't need the artist.
Okay.
So even photographs that take you to a slightly other kind of dimension as you gaze upon them, it's more than what was actually going on at the time. And that's art taken to the craft of photography.
That's why you like it?
That's one of the reasons why. Plus, I think it was the very first painting where its title is the background. Think about that. This could have been called, in the full painting, obviously this is a snippet.
Town.
Yeah. So there's a town there, there's a cypress tree, there's a church steeple. It could.
So you saw how that website was trying to make it about the cypress tree, and then, but it's clearly about Starry Night, the firmament, and they're going to try to retell the story of what it really means.
Could have been called Cypress Tree. Could have been called Sleepy Village. It could have been called Rolling Hills. But no, it's called Starry Night. And everything in front of it is just in the way. And how often do you paint something where the title is the background? That's my point. And in this particular case, the background is the universe. And so for me, this was a pivot point in art. And it's 1889, which is recent given the history of paintings and that go all the way back. So yeah, there it is.
Is that your favorite painting ever?
I have to say yes.
It has to be. You have a vest and a phone cover. If it's not, what are you doing?
And I have 4 or 5 ties that have this painting on them in different ways. Yeah, so I'm all in. I'm all in.
What's interesting is that the town is...
Wait, have you seen Starry Night in Bacon? Somebody did. Dig it up on the screen. Somebody did it in Bacon. It was just crazy.
Oh, God.
I really want to know what Neil deGrasse Tyson's going to have on his
Weird.
like tombstone.
Go back to the
It's going to be
original
some
one,
Warner Bronze
What's
shit.
interesting about the original one is that the town is realistically depicted. The trees are recognizable as trees. If you ever saw a sky that looked like that, the end would be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
Plus,
are
that
end
swirling
times.
is
Yeah.
not wind and it's not clouds, because if it was clouds, you wouldn't see the stars.
Right. What is it?
It's how he felt. That's all I can tell you. By the way, that's
Why
a real
is it
evening,
not
so
the
that's,
clouds?
Sorry, it's not even the evening. It's early morning.
Why?
The crescent moon, when it's that orientation, means this is before sunrise. And that white object lower on the horizon, that's sort of glowy, that's very likely Venus. And that enables us to trace over what set of weeks this painting was actually painted. So it's kind of like forensic astronomy.
Has anyone done an analysis of like where he must have been?
Yeah, it's well known. Yeah, he was in a real place.
And so that
he
really
didn't pull this
would
out
be-
of his ass, right? I mean, it was he painted.
We'll
what
have
he saw,
to do more
folded
research.
into what he felt.
We'll have to do more research on the right to left crescent thing, because I know Venus does come out with the moon, and it'll. Sometimes the moon's behind you. The moon will be behind you, and Venus is always in the direction of the sun. This was also a crazy thing. Like the last star in the sky isn't where the darkness is. It's right next to the sun when it's rising with the morning light. Venus will be right there, and then when the sun rises, it disappears. But the moon will be behind you. So I have to go back and look at the picture. I've got a Mayan not coin, but meme that shows its locations too. So maybe it is forensically accurate. He probably knows more about it than I do, the truth-wise, but...
Yeah.
Heavy.
That's how art should be, I think.
Yeah?
Otherwise, what do you need artists for?
Make cool shit.
The cool stuff is something that they felt and it came out of them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they feel stuff. Artists feel the natural world in ways different from the rest of us, and that's why they're artists.
Do they, or do they just express it with?
Oh, sorry. Yes, they not only
more
yes, we
skill?
all can feel it, but to be able to express it, that's a whole other talent.
Right, just to capture.
And you know what I think about often?
I kind of agree with him there, but I think we all have similar senses. I think some people have more heightened senses to other things. Like I have a lot of observational skills, obviously. I'm very good with understanding people and types of people, and just seeing through things like many of us are. So
Why do we all know who Paul Revere is?
because we're supposed to. The story's fucking bullshit.
Right? We it's a household name. Yet is there any other war ever fought in the history of the world?
All right, well, I think they're pretty much done talking around StarryNight. I can't stand listening to these two fucking idiots talk to each other at all. So, I used to love Joe Rogan. Several months before I woke up to Flat Earth, though, I was watching a Neil deGrasse Tyson space documentary, high on the couch. And then I was like, why are they showing me CGI if they've been around forever? Why am I not getting real pictures? And then several months later, I decided to click on a Flat Earth link on my birthday. Surprise! And here I am. But, tell me what you guys think. Do you think Vincent Van Gogh would have been in support of the stuff Neil deGrasse Tyson pushes today, or do you think he would have been against it? Anyway, I guess that's just kind of subjective. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Love, peace, and hugs.